Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Stan vs. Stuff. First of all, before this video starts, I would like to say Merry Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays in general. Some of y'all don't celebrate Christmas, or some of y'all don't celebrate New Year's. So, I'm still saying, like, happy holidays in general. But today's video is about why you should get a debit card and open up your first checkings account early. First of all, before we get into that, I'm going to tell you what you're going to need. Well, you're going to need a parent, and they need to have a debit card with the specific bank. Can't be a credit card. It's got to be a debit card with, they have a debit card associated with that bank, and they also have to, and you also need permission from them. What you're gonna need is your parents' permission. They're gonna be the owner of the account. You're just gonna be a co-owner of the account. It's gonna be like a joint account. What is a joint account? A joint account is when two or more, there's one debit card, but two or more owners of that debit card with that bank account. So if you're under 18, you're gonna need a parent or legal guardian to help you out with that. Like, for example, let's say I wanted to start to open up a bank account, which I already did, with my mom. She needs a debit card associated with the specific bank she has for me to get a debit card with the same bank. And you're also gonna need, it's always good to have your SSN, social security number, and your phone number, and also your student ID. If you don't have one, most schools will give you another one. Or if you didn't sign up for one, you can ask your principal. And how does it benefit you? Well, it'll teach kids about money, how to use it properly, what to spend it on, and how often you should use it. Like, let's say, how does it benefit? You will help you, or actually, gotta get the words gathered in my head. How does it benefit you? It teaches kids. It'll teach, if you're under 18, it can teach you about money early, and when to use it, than just using cash, because most kids and teens these days use cash, but also, most of the time, kids will also have a debit card. Like, how does it benefit me? Let's say how me getting a debit card benefited me once I got mine. Well, it benefited me by showing me how to spend my money properly, and it's told me how to responsibly use money. And sometimes I spend a lot of money on my debit card. It will show me, and it'll show you guys, when to stop spending and tone it down until your balance creeps back up again. Think of a debit card as a stack of money. You make a purchase, that's nice, but your balance will go down. You make another purchase, it'll go down, and then you can empty it. Sometimes, if you're under 25, you'll have let's say this is $5, and you buy something for $10, you'll get an overdraft fee that'll start digging a hole then you'll have to fill up that hole again and get your money back. It teaches me how. Debit card teaches kids and teenagers to have responsibility with money. And what other benefits does it have? Back in my parents' days, you didn't get a debit card till you were 16, or you couldn't open up a bank account until you were 18. You have to open a independent bank account. You would have to have. You had no choice but to wait till you're 18. But to open a bank account with your parents, you can start that at as young as age 6. I wanted the debit card for a year, but I had to show my parents that I was responsible with money, and I saved up a lot of money in a year. Then I asked my dad to open up a bank account with him, and now I have my debit card. And you guys can get a debit card by showing your parents you're responsible with money, and you know how to use it without going overboard on spending. So that's a good thing about having a debit card. And another thing is it will teach you about credit early. Why credit, you may ask? Well, you mainly need to get a debit card before you get a credit card. Because you're just going to need a debit card first, bank account, before you get a credit card. But if you're under the age of 18, you can have your parents call their bank and make you an authorized user on their card, which I don't do personally because I want to wait. I do want my credit card, but I haven't showed my dad that I'm responsible with spending money yet. And also, you can get a credit card to get a credit card in my family to become an authorized user, I'd need to have the money, because my dad would pay the credit card bill, but I would have to have the money to sell it to my dad. So, that's cool. And, yeah. My grandma's calling, but I'm making up this YouTube channel now. This YouTube video. I keep calling it a YouTube channel. But my grandma was FaceTiming me, and I can't press that. I can't press the answer button. Alright, back to what I was saying. What was I saying, guys? Wait, I know what I was saying. To get a debit card, it will teach you about how to use a credit card responsibly. So when you get a credit card, you'll know how to spend less money. Because it's easy to tap the card, insert the card, or swipe the card. It's easy to spend money when you have a card. When with cash, you can just... it's still easy, but you'll know when you're running out without having to go onto the bank's app and stuff. But yeah, that's how. First of all, it's how I talked about how getting a debit card benefited me at a young age and how it will benefit you. And if you're a parent and you're watching this, start considering some of these things, and maybe you can start a bank account with your kids. But most banks can have you have a debit card at the youngest age of 6. And I like using the traditional banks because those ones that are made specifically for kids are actually they suck. Like, I heard some bad things. Like, use Bank of America or Chase or Wells Fargo, okay? But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, if you want to. I'm not asking or telling. I'm saying, like, if you want to, thanks. If you don't want to, that's cool. If you just want my videos for fun, that's good to hear. Alright, well, peace.